And we are, because unfortunately, somebody, probably an icon, an idol, somebody that Kevin grew up watching, and I caught him on the tail end because it would be on, I think, early in the morning for me. I would catch this show.
Yeah, and that was Soul Train. Don Cornelius. Don Cornelius was. I'm gonna go through it really quick.
He checked out.
He checked out. He was, and he died from an apparent suicide. I think a lot of people, he wasn't in the best of health, and he might have been like, when I'm ready to check out. He might have just.
And if that's truly what it is, let me tell you. Because my rule is, the day that I cannot wipe my own ass or beat my own dick, done.
Yeah, and
done.
You know what? But I tell you, and you know what? I don't blame him if he wasn't in the best of health. You know what I mean? And but Cornelius is basically got his idea from Dick Clark's American Bandstand. He figured he was going to do it with the black culture, and he started out of Chicago. He did, man. He was like, I'm going to take this shit and put a little bit of soul into it. He put a little bit of pizzazz in that shit, and they had the Soul Train line down at Ben's Chili Bowl. That's a really big place here in the city, in D.C.
And it became really huge when Mr. Obama decided to stop by and have lunch.
Yes, he went to Ben's Chili Bowl, but they actually had everybody in there doing a Soul Train line today. And you know what? If you are not familiar with what was once called Chocolate City here in D.C., the white folks here and everybody has a lot of pizzazz. These motherfuckers were it was really cool to see everybody of any type of culture getting down and doing the fucking Soul Train line in Ben's Chili Bowl today. We don't have footage, but it was good to see. R.I.P. Don Cornelius.
That's a shame.
It's a shame. And we're going to move
When's the last time you saw Bob? What'd you say? What's his name?
Who?
Clark? Dick Clark? Is that who you said? Bob? He got his
Dick
idea. Isn't that the dude who does the countdown at New Year's Eve?
George, please don't go. Yeah.
That's
okay.
who that is?
Yes, and he's that's yeah.
When was the last time you saw him?
I saw him on New Year's Eve. That's what I saw. Anyway,
how's he doing?
He's making it.
You a little uncomfortable right now?
George tends to make me that. Now, I know all you guys are tuned in because you want to hear about the big announcement that came in the boxing world today. Mayweather
got his license.
Shit went fast, and I'm going to tell you what he will be.
Well,
go ahead.
To cut Kevin off because that's what I do so well. If you don't like it, sorry, that's what I do. Because if you haven't noticed, I forget shit pretty quick.
Right. And you just like you did.
No, I'm trying to figure out a nice way to put this because people always call me a Mayweather hater.
Right.
Mayweather is scheduled to go to jail, but he was also scheduled to have a fight. So instead, his team said, "Hey, look, let's have a big fight on May 5th, which is going to be Cinco De Mayo.
Right.
It's going to be a big day." And he's like, "Look, when I fight in Vegas, I make Vegas money. And right now, economically, Vegas is hurting because Vegas is a place you go when you have extra money. Vegas is not a place you go when you have 3 jobs, 2 kids, and a couple babies' mothers."
Right.
So he petitioned, and the judge said okay. And the big get for this was supposed to be Manny Pacquiao.
Right.
And again, that fell through.
Right. Now, I'm going to tell you what, George and I have been, in the past, we have definitely been hard on Floyd Mayweather. At one point, we were saying he is stalking him. I think a lot of people thought that. No. It is very obvious now, and I'm going to retract my statement because Bob Arum played a big part of that fight not happening. Manny, I will say that Floyd Mayweather did everything to try to make that fight happen. He emailed him. He did everything.
Short of taking the 50-50 split.
Right, short of taking the 50-50 split. But you know what? After he's putting everything, I don't blame him. I really don't. And we see what Arum, when he put out what Pacquiao's true paydays have been, it's a lot. There's a reason that Floyd Mayweather is not with Top Rank Boxing. There is a reason that this fight is happening with him and Miguel Cotto. There's a reason Miguel Cotto, who was with Top Rank his entire career, is no longer with Top Rank Boxing. And there's probably a reason that Manny Pacquiao sooner or later should probably separate himself from it because these fights are not materializing because Bob Arum is straight running shit. You know what I mean? And so at this point in time, I don't say it's anybody being scared of anybody or blood test or anything. I just think that the promoters are getting in the fucking way. And I got to say and take my hat out to Mayweather because he did what he was supposed to try to make this shit happen. And you know what? He's like, okay, I can't get the Manny Pacquiao fight. I'm going to make another big fight. And I'm going to tell you what. He is going to take on Miguel Cotto. Miguel Cotto is definitely a formidable opponent. Not only is he taking on Miguel Cotto, but he is going to fight Miguel Cotto at the junior middleweight. okay, at 154. He's only fought one time before at 154, and that's when he fought Oscar De La Hoya, and he won by split decision.
I thought he beat the shit out of De La Hoya. He didn't?
Yeah, it was a split decision. I mean, I thought he won hands down, you know what I'm saying? But for some reason, it was a split decision. But he's going to be fighting Miguel Cotto, a guy who is naturally at 154. When Miguel Cotto did fight Manny Pacquiao, I did say they fought at 145, and you know, after that he went ahead and he jumped back up to junior middleweight, and then he took the title from Yuri Foreman. Mayweather once again, and it's impressed me. He said, "Look, I'll fight him I want to fight the guy where he's comfortable." So he's going to fight him at 154. He's telling him, you don't need to suck any weight." So Miguel Cotto, which is another thing, he said, "I'll do Olympic drug testing." You know, he's asked him to do it. He's agreed to do all that, and now the fight is on. This is a good matchup.
For who?
I just think it's a good. Well, I think it's just a good matchup in general. It's a good fight. I mean, so
basically, it's a good fight for boxing fans.
That's what I mean. It's a good fight for boxing fans.
But for the boxing fan, not the casual, I know a name fan, do you think would be is this a better fight than him facing Pacquiao?
Mayweather versus Pacquiao would by far be the biggest moneymaker.
No, but that's not. I'm talking about from a boxing fan standpoint. As a boxing fan, the matchup, is it a better matchup for him to fight Cotto or him to fight Pacquiao? What do you think is going to make for a more exciting fight? I guess is what I'm getting at. I think
Pacquiao would be a more exciting fight. Okay. He's a little bit more relentless, a little bit. You know, I mean, you know, Miguel Cotto is a naturally left-handed guy. He's got an orthodox stance. I mean, Mayweather's been pretty good at picking people apart. I mean, Mayweather is a defensive fighter. Cotto will come forward. You know, he's like a boxer / puncher. I mean, he'll come forward, and he can probably pick them apart.
So Mayweather's going to wait for this guy to throw a punch, move out of the way, and stick him.
He's got the kind of person, to be honest with you, that could probably give Mayweather a lot of trouble is somebody who gets in and gets out really fast. You know what I'm saying? With a lot of speed.
But can land. Because you could see in the Victor Ortiz fight, I mean, it seemed like Ortiz was getting there, but when he was throwing his punches, Mayweather just defended them. Yeah. It didn't seem like he landed that many clean shots.
He's just the best defensive fighter out there. With that being said, I think that, you know, when the odds do come out, I think they'll be in favor of Mayweather. I think that Mayweather.
How heavy?
I don't think they'll be heavy.
No.
And I'm going to tell you why I don't think they'll be heavy. I think because when you look at De La Hoya and Miguel Cotto, there's some similarities. And De La Hoya, you know, you're looking at Miguel Cotto now, who can knock you out, and he's done it. He's done it with Yuri Foreman. He can stop fights. He can end fights.
Well, yeah. I mean, if you look at Miguel Cotto, his last three fights he's won by TKO, and he lost to Pacquiao TKO, but it was at the 12th.
Right.
I mean, it just seems like this guy goes out there and he's going to end the fight, and that's his goal.
Yeah. And you look at the fact that, okay, now Mayweather has everything to lose. I mean, he really does. I mean, because he's fighting a bigger guy, but he's fighting a guy that's not as quick as him. And, you know, this is not a counterpuncher. I mean, so he'll go on the defense and do what he does. He's a phenomenal fucking boxer. That's why he'll be the favorite. But he's also taking a chance you saw what happened the first round with Sugar Shane Mosley. He's fighting a bigger man, a stronger man, and he's fighting a guy where when he fought at this class the last time, he couldn't put away Oscar De La Hoya. In some eyes, it was a very close fight. And now you're fighting a guy in Miguel Cotto who's in his prime at this weight class,
right?
And holds the belt. So it could pose some problems. And right away, if he loses this fight for some reason or another to Miguel Cotto, then every Pacquiao fan is going to be like, Pacquiao dominated Miguel Cotto. You know what I mean? Even though we all know styles make fights. This probably means that it's more than an 80% chance that now Manny Pacquiao will fight Timothy Bradley.
Right, and that's going to happen in June?
In June. That should happen June 9th. It's yet to be said, but I'm just excited to see a good matchup. I'm excited about this fight. I think that when you asked me, you said, oh, you know what, is it a bigger fight than Mayweather Pacquiao? No, but I think it's probably the second best fight out there that we could see. I think it's a more exciting fight than if Pacquiao had a rematch with Cotto, which they were trying to have happen, but they wanted to do it at a 150 catch weight, and Pacquiao was like, I'm not willing to go up to 150. Pacquiao probably didn't say shit. Probably Bob Arum said that shit because he's not probably happy with Cotto because Cotto's no longer his athlete. You see what I'm saying?
So, it seems like boxing's awfully political.
Yeah. So anyway, that's it.
Real quick on the end of this, and I don't know who's still going to be around to watch this. Mm-hmm. Did you see the opening odds on the John Jones Rashad Evans fight?
it's lopsided shit.
John Jones is minus 600. Rashad Evans is plus 400. Yeah. So for all you folks out there who, let me break this down for you.
Do it American odds?
Yeah, this is American odds. So
3-1 favorite.
Yeah, no, because 3-1 would be.
Shift it over to.
It's just I posted the picture.
Oh, okay.
The picture's on our Facebook group. Anyways, what that means is you'd have to bet $600 on John Jones to win 1. But if you bet $100 on Rashad Evans and he won, you'd get 4. Mm-hmm. So a $200 bet on Rashad Evans and he wins the fight gets you $800.
4-1 odds. That's crazy. It's crazy. And you know what? I agree with it 100% because he couldn't put away Phil Davis, and Phil Davis is 2 inches shorter and has a 6 inches less of a reach.
Yeah.
So anyway, we're out of here because we're going to make this a short one. Have a great weekend, everybody. Peace, love, and soul.
Why are we shooting all these videos?
I don't know, man.